Well, it is Christmas Eve. I'm going down to West Palm Beach to get 3 vehicles. A Suburban, a Sierra truck, and a Honda or a Frontier truck. Got an 8 a.m. appointment. It's 4 a.m. and it says I should get there about 10 till 7. That'll change the closer I get, more morning traffic, but I got I've been last 2-3 days rewiring this whole trailer because I kept getting it blink on me, kept saying faulty turn signals even though they work, and wired it, wasn't getting nothing. Got frustrated, yanked all that out, put some new wiring in again, still got nothing. My neighbor came over and from the front of the trailer you got a black and a white which goes to the brakes, trailer brakes. And he said that white is a ground, you should be grounded somewhere. And I said, well, when I yanked the old one out, this is how it was connected. So testing, multimeters, everything for 2 days. Fingers are raw from spinning, twisting wires. I went ahead and connected a white wire from that trailer brake and connected it to the frame, and voila, every light came on. So I was thinking I was gonna have to take it to a shop, and they were talking big money, but all this trouble and everything because of one wire wasn't grounded, and I don't remember seeing that when I took it apart. But anyways, lights are on all the way around. I need to adjust my brakes a little bit, but I'm gonna get down there early enough. It's kind of looks like spaghetti back there now. I gotta clean it up a little bit and wrap it up and secure it a little bit better instead of hanging down, but at least it's working and I'm able to go get these vehicles today. All right, we will catch you later. Had an 8:30 appointment. It's 10 o'clock. I'm out of here. I got a Sierra, a Yukon, and a Frontier. And the thing is, West Palm Beach, I was over at their main office there in the front parking lot waiting. Got there at 7, worked on my trailer a little bit, and waited and waited. And finally it's 9 o'clock. And I'm like, what the hell? They didn't call me to come to the desk or anything. So I go in to get my titles. Then they say, oh, the pickup location's around the corner off of Pike Road. So I'd have sat there all day if I didn't go in there. Their loading is around the corner at a different entrance. But they don't tell you that, or they don't call you in there to get your titles and then say, oh, you got to go over here to get loaded. I sat there, waited and waited and waited, and I finally got frustrated and went on in there. And then just find out I had to come around the corner, and the guy loaded me up. I'm on my way. It's 10. I should have been out of here an hour ago, but I tell you, I've been here once before. I should have remembered that, but yeah, it's a mess. They don't really care. It's Christmas Eve. They're just buying their time till quitting time. So, all right, well, let me get home. It's a 3-hour ride back to Daytona. Got these 3, get them unloaded, and get ready for Christmas. Well, dropped those 3 off, went park the trailer, now I'm heading home. Got to get a couple things for Christmas, and we're also getting a bushel of oysters. We're going to heat some oysters up too on the grill as well as Christmas dinner. So, well, we will catch you on Thursday. I've got 3 lined up for Thursday. So everybody have a Merry Christmas. We'll see you after Christmas. Well, it's Thursday morning, day after Christmas. Here at Bucky's, topping off with Death and Diesel. And come on, asshole. And I'm going to Jacksonville, pick up a car, and then I'm going to back here to Daytona to pick up another vehicle and take them down to the Manheim and Ocoee. then we're gonna call it a day. I was supposed to do this last week, but I spent so much time working on this trailer. You know, I think 3 days to get it working right. Tuesday I went to West Palm and got 3. I told him I didn't have time, and he said Thursday's fine. So. Okay, picked up the Kia Sorento in Jacksonville. Then drove down here to Daytona, Manheim, and got this Volkswagen Wolfsburg. But the Sorento, I got in, I pushing the start button, and lights were coming on, and I was like, what the hell? Well, come to find out it's an EV. All I had to do was put it in reverse to back her up and get out of there. But boy, I don't like EVs at all. But just as soon as I was pulling in this parking lot here, one of my regular guys in Daytona has got 3 at the Copart and a Popka, which is not far from Ocoee, 2 pickup trucks and a SUV. So I've got 12:30 appointment for that. It is, I think, about 10 right now. So I'll go drop these off Manheim and Ocoee, then shoot over to Popka and pick up the 3 and bring back to Daytona. So it was nice, a little extra money coming back home. So all right, we'll see you at in Ocoee. All right, we arrived at Ocoee. Oh, get this Volkswagen off first. Boy, these brakes are tight on this thing. Let's go park it over here. Okay, now we're coming up here to get this Sorento. Earlier it said the key battery was low, so let's see here. I do not like EVs. Oh, it started. Let's see, disengage the brake. I don't like EVs. Boy, you can't hear when they're on. There's the ramp. God. Let's see. Spinner into drive. I think it's a, yeah, it's got a fuel gauge and a battery level. Battery's half and the fuel is less than a quarter tank, so it's a hybrid, I guess. That's the only way to go if you're going to get EV. Run out of juice and keep on trucking. All right, let's neutral. Pull the parking brake. Sounds like the gas kicked in. Yeah. Woo! Well, I went ahead and plugged that tire that was flat. There's a gas station about a mile from the Manheim. Pulled up in there and pulled the tire off and aired it up a bit. And there was about a 1-inch steel pin in it. Well, it was all I could do to yank it out. It was at an angle too, which made it plugging hard. Here at the Copart and Popka, these are the 3 I picked up. The Xterra, this pickup, which is in terrible shape, and the Chevy Silverado. So taking them all back to Daytona, strapped in, doors tied up so they don't blow open. I don't know what's in the bed up there in them toolboxes, but that didn't give me time to check. So alright, we're heading to Daytona to get these unloaded and call it a day. Alright, just dropped those 3 off here in Daytona. The 2 trucks and the Xterra. That came out real quick as soon as I got there, and we got them unloaded. And I'm done for the day. Going to park the trailer. I changed that tire. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I think I left my impact wrench in its case on the trailer when I put the jacks back up in the toolbox and closed it. I forgot the impact wrench on the trailer and I lost it somewhere. So it is Friday, January 3rd. Picking up a pretty beat up truck and a copart for a guy here, and then going over to the coast near where the space shuttle or the shuttles go up, the launches in Merritt Island, pick up a Tesla at a dealership and bring back here. But apparently the Tesla's in op, and I called them, which is, I don't know how a business can survive when you gotta select this or select that on the phone and it leads you in a circle. You never get a live person. Well, anyways, apparently this Tesla's in op, and I said I don't have a winch, I cannot drive it. The guy told me that the Tesla does have a forklift available, but when I called them, they said you have to get permission from the owner. So I called him last night and I said I need permission for them to operate the forklift to load it on my trailer because I don't have a winch and can't drive it up. So he called me last night after I went to bed. So I'll call him here in a couple hours and see what he has to say. But this is the Copart in Apopka, Florida. It's a good sized lot, but they got so many vehicles get dropped off overnight, like all these. It takes them forever to clean them up. It's seriously a pain in the butt because they've got to move all these before they start loading the vehicles. So I don't know. I got a 9 a.m. appointment. It's 10 till 8. You can check in an hour early, but I'm just gonna sit here and wait till 8 and hit arrive. See what that does for me. Plus I got a call about that Tesla again. So okay, this is the truck I picked up. I kind of tied the tailgate that's on top there, tied it down a little bit. Had to wire the door shut. All mangled. Look at this, missing a front tire. It says biohazard, so somebody got pretty bloody in there. We got a bunch of straps on it. Double security with that little strap. I'm only going like 60 miles. This one had to strap this door closed because I wanted the truck backwards so that debris doesn't fly out the back if I hit bumps. Got that strapped down, but yeah, it's a mess. Woo! But guys I take it to, they salvage vehicles, so odds are, you know, they'll salvage the tranny and the transfer case, probably the engine. Well, it's Saturday, January 4th. I'm heading up to Valdosta to get a couple of trucks for a guy I deal with a lot. He's had me take them down to Kissimmee, Florida to the Mecum Car Show. It starts Tuesday. First day is Tuesday. I believe he said tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday is the last you're able to turn the vehicles in. So I was going to get up there about 6, get up there about 9 this morning, but he called me last night and said one of the vehicles had an alternator go out and a fuel line. So they were working on that today and they got it all good. He called me about noon. It's 3 hours up there. So I will pick them up, take them back home. I'll get home about 7 tonight, and then I will get up early and take them to Kissimmee in the morning. Crossing into Georgia. Got 16 miles to go. 16. We're almost there. Okay, we got an old Jeep Wagoneer up here. And that old Chevy 1500, GMC 1500. They're going to the Mecum Car Show in Kissimmee tomorrow. Just load them up here in Valdosta, and now a 3-hour ride back home, and I'll go deliver them in the morning. Morning, it's January 5th, Sunday morning. I am heading to Kissimmee to the Mecum Car Show to drop these two off. You can drop off between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. and 70 miles from where I live. So I came home last night, but I'll get there at 7:45. And by the time I unload them and put my straps up, they'll be ready to check in. So dropped off the Wagoneer. Now I'm over here going to drop off the truck, but you see, there's thousands of cars here. They've got circus tent filled up. Last time a few years ago, they had one of those circus tents, and it was nothing but every year unbelievable. This is the check-in here. It's pretty easy. Last year, you couldn't even barely get in the gate. There were so many vehicles. I dropped that Wagoneer off a little bit ago, and they boy, just as soon as you park it, they're in there with cloths and detail stuff. I'm going to the third gate this time. Let me check. Yeah, as soon as you turn it in, they start detailing it. They put the Mecum license plates on it. The old Camaro. Love that right there. God, that'll be in the tent with the Corvettes. Beautiful. SS. Little Fiat. I'm 6'5". There ain't no way in hell I could fit in that thing. Look at that vet. Oh my God. Is that not the most gorgeous thing? Maserati. Look at the old bug. Over here, they were unloading next to me. That bug is a 74. I bet you that thing will sell for upper 5 digits. Look at that old thing. Boy, that was luxury back in the day. That old Mustang there. Milk and butter and eggs. Another Maserati. Yeah, a couple years ago, yeah, when I picked up a couple from here, I have access. So I went around every tent. I spent hours in here, but dropping off, you can't do it. Look at that old Ford truck. Beauty. Goat. Stang. Well, look at the old Chevy truck there. Old Mustang. If I'm guessing, that's a 65 and a half. I got a guy that restores them, and I asked why is it 65 and a half, because it was built in the middle part of the year 1965, so they call them 65 and a half. It was too late to be called 65s, too early to be 66s. You're welcome. And over here's a black GTO. Man, that thing's bad. God, I'd love to drive that thing. That's a hot rod right there. Look at this thing coming in. That, my guess, that's a 55 or a 56 Chevy Bel Air. What a hot rod. God, it sounds nice. Just gonna peek over the fence a little bit here. Look at that Land Rover. Is that a freaky looking thing or what? Got the winch in front. Wow, I'd like to go in there. Old Silverado here. Beauty. How many people ever heard of, even knew about a Jeep Commando? Boy, that thing's nice looking. It's like a little like a little makeup of a old Bronco. Look at that Ford. Yeah, I believe that's a Galaxy over there. Corvette here.
don't know what that is. That's like a, I can't think of what that is, but look at this Ford Mustang hot rod. Slicks on it. Swift kick. The old Corvair. My grandma had one of them. Look at this thing. Beauty. They even got some farm tractors over there. Looks like, I can't tell. Police patrol, there's a vet. God, that thing is long next to that little roadster under the tent, that black thing. I can't make out what it is. But yeah, the auction, this goes on for 10 days, 11 days, I believe. It'll be on TV. Look at that. Like I say, they're still setting up. Show doesn't officially start till Tuesday, I believe. And it's Sunday now, so there'll be a lot more. They're still receiving cars until tomorrow, Monday, 8 to 6. And once that's it, it's shut down. But every little field out here will be packed with cars, every tent. And it's not just right here, this building. I mean, it goes on a couple hundred yards the other side of this building with lots of other tents. Last year they had drifting classes, or cars for people to drift drive on. There's a, look at that SS over there getting unloaded. Oh my Lord. I'd be scared to death. Drive that off the back of that ramp. Whew. Well, anyways, this is the Kissimmee Heritage Park Fairgrounds, known for the Silver Spurs Rodeo. It's in the big arena over there. But back in my day when I was young, the high school football team here in Kissimmee, Osceola High School, used to play their football games in the rodeo ground. So now it's covered up, and next month is the Silver Spurs Rodeo. It's twice yearly, and it's been going on over 100 years. The biggest one east of the Mississippi. There's that hot rod. That man unloading that thing. It's got the wheelie bars. I'd be scared to death. Just the slightest touch of that throttle and it'd take off on me. Listen to that hot rod. God almighty. Whew. He's got braver than I am. There's that hot rod going to get checked. Look at that. It looks like they got a couple of, I don't know what those are. Are those farm vehicles? They're just jacked up. Look at that. Woo! Be scared to death. Touch that throttle. Got a wheelie bar on it. This place is something else. Alright, well, we're going to head on home. Got a bunch of cars over here in this field here. I'll probably be back in about 2 weeks to pick some cars up. Alright, dropped those vehicles off at the Mecum Show. Just dropped my trailer off and did a little maintenance. I had a tire had a slow leak, so I went in and pulled it, went to the gas station and put a couple plugs in it and stopped the leak. I had one tire getting a little slick, so I put my spare on, and that get me ready for this trip to New Orleans tomorrow. So put a little grease on my fifth wheel and on the trailer hitch, and this little stuff. The new wiring I did on the trailer, I went and put that flexible cover over all the wires and stuff, and that's a pain in the butt to do, but anyways, it's Sunday. I'll be home about noon here in about 15 minutes. I am just going to relax, watch some football, have some good dinner, and Get up early in the morning, get these 3, and head to New Orleans. And I'll show you that on the next video. Talk to you later.